Hi, this is Mo. I work with people seeking asylum, and I've been working with the Many Hands One Heart since the start. So this is just a gathering, chatting. We do a mic drop podcast, and the co-presenter or co-facilitator is Adrian here with me, and just talking to Ali about his life. Ali, just tell us where you come from.
I'm from Pakistan.
And how did you get involved with the Many Hands One Heart?
I involved with the Many Hands One Heart. First time, I heard from Army State Center in 2000, beginning of 2018, somewhere in March, and at that time, Many Hands One Heart was preparing for International Day Against Homophobia, and that was the first time I met the people at Many Hands One Heart, and I started involving with them.
And where are you from?
Pakistan.
And what was it like to live in Pakistan as a gay man? Were you out when you were in Pakistan? Did people know about your sexuality? No. Nobody knew?
No, I was not. I was my sexuality.
And your parents, do they know about your sexuality now?
Yes, they do know.
What is their reaction? How did they react when they find out?
It was totally outrage and anger and totally homophobic response.
Do you have any contact with them now?
No.
No. Do you get any support from them, from your family,
Not
emotionally, financially? Not just from your parents. I'm talking about your sister, brothers, and.
No, not at all.
I remember you were telling us once that you were very close to your sister when you were younger.
Yes, I was.
Right?
Yeah.
You used to play with her toys or dolls and so on with her. Is that right?
I had two brothers, elder brothers, and we were two younger, and we had more attachment than other. So yeah.
And another thing is you've told me it's about your disability. Can you talk a little bit about that as well?
Yes, I have vision impairment and photophobia.
And what was it like life as a child in Pakistan? Not just about your sexuality, because it's a lot of issues you said to me about, the loneliness, you didn't have many friends and you stay at home quite a lot. Is that because of your sexuality or disability, or just basically your personality?
I think my sexuality and my disability had a lot of impact on my personality. My personality was developed within these things, and that's a lot of impact on my personality and how I behave and everything.
Just in regards to your family in back home, when did you realize that when did you actually realize that you were different in regard to sexuality? Did your family actually suspect anything?
They did not suspect anything because I was not so much active
But
sexually.
you knew that you were different from other men, other boys.
Yes.
You were attracted to boys.
Yes, since my high school life, I was attracted to other boys, but I was not so much active. I was not even active as mostly going outside or something like that, and playing with the other schoolmates or something. So I was not active much. So that's why I think Um, there was not much suspicion.
Hello, Ali. I'm Adrian. Um, I know you from around 2 years, I think so. Uh, we've been sharing some experience in different projects, and I know a little bit about the story back in your country. And I'm just wondering because we came from different backgrounds, and it's important to remember people like me came from countries that it's not illegal to be gay, but there's also a lot of discrimination and persecution about LGBT people. But you came from a different society when being gay is a crime, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Legally, it's like by law, it's illegal, and there is punishment for that. I think 8 years prison or something, like more than that. I think not exactly. I don't know, but
Yeah, so
it is illegal. Yeah.
yeah. So it's important to make point on that because even in your life always will be in risk. You being able sometimes to allow yourself to have a relationship with someone else or fall in love.
Sorry, I didn't get your question.
Yeah, yeah. Even if it's illegal in your country and your life was in risk,
Yeah.
you were able to fall in love with someone else and explore your sexuality back in your country.
Yes.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit more about that. How's that feeling of?
Um, in the beginning, like there's a lot of social pressure, and you hear a lot of things religiously that this is wrong, and this is not natural.
I think what Adrian wants to know, I know he's a gossip, he wants to know if you kiss any man back home in Pakistan or if you had any
No,
relationship.
it was not in that point. It was more on the point that.
No, I got his point. But he is talking about what was the, like your society is against you, your religion
sorry.
is against you. So what was your thought? Am I right? Am I right?
Yeah. You got
So,
the question,
Yeah.
Because I know, for example, in your country,
yeah.
you're at certain age, you need to marry a woman. So your
Exactly.
family
That's
put pressure,
right.
and you need to marry this woman, because it's the right thing to do. So all that preset stuffs in your country affects your sexuality, of course, because you're not inside that pattern. That's what I'm trying to tell.
Yeah, like everybody presume you are supposed to marry. You get a job, you're supposed to marry, and you makes family everything. So yeah, in the beginning, like I had many questions, like why if I'm gay, so why is it if I'm not giving any harm to anyone, so why is it wrong religiously or socially? So yeah, I had a lot of question, and I spent a lot of time in that confusion, and battling with myself, my own self. Is it wrong or is it right? So eventually I came to a point that if nobody is getting harm from me for whatever I do, I think it is not wrong.
So just again, I remember. Tell us a little about your mom and dad. Their education. What sort of education they had? What sort of a job they had?
They they both had master degrees in education, and they were teachers, school
Were you
teachers.
surprised with the education they had, and also they were like articulate, and also were you surprised that they didn't accept you or they didn't like?
I think that whatever modern education you have in in that kind of society, the social the social ideology and thoughts always on the top, and they always pressurize everyone to keep in that kind of mindset, that kind of very narrow-minded and homophobic kind of mindset. Whatever education you have, or whatever, even if you are upper middle class economically, or it's basically the society. Yeah.
Yeah, nice. So we're talking about journey. So I want to know your personal journey in terms of your mind. You feel you have evolved your feelings or developed your personality as a gay man here in England, or you feel you're still struggling and you need some more freedom to be yourself?
In England, yeah, I feel freedom to accept myself whatever I am, and whatever my sexuality is, and I can be open about my thoughts and sexuality. Yeah.
You got have you got Pakistani friends here? Friends that are from Pakistan.
Yes, I do.
Do they know that you're gay?
Some of them know, who are very close to me, but sometimes I even hesitate here to disclose my sexuality to some Pakistani people. I'm afraid of that. Their reaction will be not positive or helpful.
Just go back to Pakistan. When you were in Pakistan, how old were you when you left Pakistan?
I came as a student here.
Okay, so you were in
Yes.
20s.
Yeah, 10 years ago. Yeah.
Okay. What did you expect? What was the image you had about the UK or England? And how did it change? Has it changed at all? Is it the same as you thought?
My my first purpose was coming here was that to get away from that mentality, because I had an incident where before coming here. I had a small incident with the police where I was harassed from police. So my mentality, my purpose was that to get away from that kind of hostility and homophobic environment. So and yes, it mostly here in England, environment is helpful, and kind of freedom in that sense.
Right. So, of course, we have different personalities. Everyone else has,
Yeah.
but there's moments on life when we allow ourselves to set free, and I want to know your experience on the prides. You've been in any pride here in England? Any pride march? How
Yes.
do you feel being in a place where everyone is celebrating that?
I feel confident. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. You've been here in prides here in England.
Yes.
Yeah, good. Tell us about that experience of freedom on a place when you certainly know I can be as gay as I want.
It's kind of like I feel kind of different energy and energy level, and feel kind of freedom to express myself. Yeah, I like
You feel
that
free.
thing. Yeah.
That's nice. That's nice, because it's important also to recall there are some places when do Pride March is illegal.
Absolutely.
So came from a place when you're not even allowed to march for your rights, or because
Celebrate.
there's places
Right.
like in my country that when people that we have the Pride March, if you are not out of the closet, you can go with mask or dress up or something like that. So people don't know you are there, but still you're trying to express and release that. But there's some places when you're not
can't do it.
you can't do anything
It's
at
like
all. So that's,
There's like complete censorship on these things. Yeah. There's not only forbidden, but there's complete censorship.
Do you? I mean, your case was rejected. Is that right? You know,
Yeah.
so you're not getting any support at all. You know,
No.
from the government.
No.
Do you find it easy, like, you know, as a gay man from Pakistan, to have relationships with the other gay men from Britain or any other, you know, countries? Or do you have? Do you think it's easier for you here? Obviously, it's a very liberal country and all that stuff. And if not, what are the barriers? What are the issues that stops you to have, like, you know, gay friends from gay community here?
There's not much obstacles or hurdles, but I personally feel difficult to make the relationship because of my disability. I can't even see someone's face, so can I make relations? So I take a lot of time than other people to make relationships and everything.
Do you think the color of your skin has anything
I don't
to do
think
with
so.
it? You don't think so?
Somewhere it depends on the color or nationality, but mostly people don't.
You don't think the gay
think
community here
about
are
that, yeah.
racist or anything like that? Or
Yeah, I don't think so.
I think it's important what you said, Ali, that people with disability needs to have more visibility in terms of sexuality. You know, it's sad because when you think in someone gay, you think in someone who's jumping around, who's totally outrageous,
Yeah.
but you never think someone could have a disability. You never think someone that is struggling with some stuff could think on sexuality, and that's something that we should mention and carry on, that the fact that everyone has a sexuality.
Yeah.
And like I said on my interview, people is constantly trying to blame you for all that stuff. So tell us a little bit more, if you feel comfortable, as a gay man with disability, how do you find that in the society? Do people really care about that, or do you think that's trying to be put it in a second position on your life?
I say it as it is a freedom, because I can go to a gay bar, I can meet two different people there, and there is a chance that I can meet someone. So that's a long way from where I came from, where I can't easily meet people like me with the same sexuality like me. So
I just I would remember talking to a Muslim gay man
yeah,
from Afghanistan. He was, and what he was saying to me, that he said, you know, he was actually talking to a group of people. He was saying that, you know, when he wants to go out to a gay club or gay bar to pull, to basically looking for someone to pick up, he was saying that he usually doesn't tell them that he's a Muslim, and he doesn't tell his name. I think his name was Ahmed or something like that. Because he said, when I go there and I start talking to English people about, you know, like, where are you from? If I say I'm from Afghanistan or I'm a Muslim, all they want to talk about is about Islam and being
And
gay.
war and
Or
terrorism
why you
and
what about
Taliban.
is your religion says this and you do that, or they want to talk about terrorism or ISIS and stuff like that. Have you ever had that experience? No, honestly. And he was saying that he goes and he just pretends he's from Spain. And the
Yeah.
funny thing was he said he was from Spain. Then they talked to him in Spanish and he couldn't speak any Spanish. So then what he said after that, he was saying he was from Malta because he thought only anyone would talk that language. Have you ever had that experience? Have you ever felt that apart from your sexuality, there's other barriers for you to actually make friends with the gay community here?
I met people like that who stereotype you and who presume everything on their own when they see you, and they just don't want to change their thoughts.
Okay, just one question. My last question was that I don't know if obviously Adrian, but I'm going to ask you more questions. Is let's hope that your case gets accepted and you become a refugee or you become a citizen of UK. Where do you see yourself in 5 years' time? What do you want to do? What do you want to do with your life? And what are your dreams, aspirations?
It's I give a lot of thought to this thing. But first thing I can say that I will feel more consistency in my life that is not present at this time, and more settling up myself.
You've got it. I mean, during the years I've known you, you've got lots of, you're into the photography, you make films, you've been with the Movema doing dancing, you do a lot of charity work. I know you used to work here and also you studied here.
Yeah.
So do you think that those things going to help you in the future to build a life here and contribute to the society?
Yeah, a lot of things I can't do right now because there is all of time there is a fear what will happen with my case next, or I can be detained or something. So that thing keep me holding from doing a lot of things like that. Even then, I try to keep myself busy with the different organizations.
Do you ever think? Sorry about this, Adrian. That's the last question, definitely. Do you ever want to go back to Pakistan, or what do you miss about Pakistan?
I spent my whole childhood there, but when I see the behavior of my family, so it's not possible to go there for me. I don't think so. I want to go there.
You don't miss the country?
I miss the country sometimes, but if it's dangerous for me to go there, how can I go there?
Course, yeah, that's right. Thanks very much, Ali.